Hey guys, welcome back. Today is Thursday, September 24th. I managed to avoid the first freeze for the most part. we had an early frost, usually around Labor Day, and I covered it all up and we made it. Except I see little things like this. The frost was probably 2 weeks ago. And I don't know if this has happened since then, if this is squash bugs or what. But as you can see, we have some unhappy plants in here. But we also have some happy plants. There's my tomatoes. Normally I would have cut the tops off of these, but last year and the year before I could come out here every day. Now I can only get out here every couple days, or even once a week. So it is what it is. But yeah, we have my Hubbard. I cut down my butternut that was there. Not butternut. What did I have there? Buttercup. Actually, I didn't have any butternut this year. I thought I had babies, but I haven't seen any actually growing. So you can see just some sad looking plants. The beans, I haven't been out here to harvest, so they're dying off because beans need to be harvested in order to keep going. And I thought I was going to have a better year with fava beans, and I did not see a single fava bean. So, not sure what happened there. But if nothing else, the roots will help the soil. I honestly have no idea what these are, but they grow kind of goofy. Because there's one right there too. I'm guessing it's a melon. But I do have beans coming out everywhere, so I'm pretty excited about that. It was funny because I had these flat ribbon beans. Let me find one. These. And I tried to pull them before they actually had poof in them. And I actually ate one, and it was the bitterest thing I've ever eaten in my life, or darn close. And I actually took one apart yesterday. I'll be posting a picture of that later on my Instagram. But they're Lima beans, and they're beautiful. I think they're the Christmas Lima beans, so they're red and green. So don't pull those until you actually feel some bumps in them. As you can see, I've got beans hanging everywhere. Beans did well, squashes did not. But it's okay because my neighbor across the street's been hooking us up with some squashes. They went on vacation, so she said I could raid the garden. Which is good considering my tomatoes still aren't orange. Look. We have tomatoes, and lots of them, but none of them have turned. I actually just pulled my first slicer, and it's a sad itty bitty little slicer. It is right there. But hey, I pulled the slicer. So as you can see, everything went nuts. Not as much fruit as I had hoped. I don't know if it's because of the shade cloth. I don't know if it's because of the plastic. I do know that the plastic was not good for the bees, because bees were getting trapped in there and we lost actually a lot of bees, and I feel horrible. So I may take that off next year. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do next year. We'll have to figure it out, because the plastic's actually a total pain in the butt here because we have a lot of wind. So taking it off and putting it back on is not going to be the easiest task. But we may get a few more weeks. We'll see. This may be the last video I'll have time to do. I don't know. But I don't know what kind of bean this is, but I didn't plant that there. It looks like a long bean, like a Chinese long bean. And I planted those all the way back there because I figured I didn't want to be walking through them. So I put them in the back and they didn't grow. Oh, check this out. This one is ready for seeding. That is not edible at all anymore. So a lot of these beans I'm just going to let dry out, and I'll see what I can turn into dry beans and store for later. And I got to learn how to cook dry beans because I tried my third attempt yesterday. I still haven't figured it out. But as you can see, there's an acorn squash. More beans. Okay, now we're outside, obviously. Look at this chaos. So there's 4 feet between the left and the right here, and I can't get through there. We did grab some stuff out of the compost pile and let the volunteers go, and I believe one of them's a pumpkin based on, where do you go? That one, and that one, and that one. I did throw some okra out here. As you can see, this definitely froze when it froze. And I don't think we're gonna get any okra before the next freeze. I don't know, I haven't seen any flowers yet. I threw those out super late. This is what I've harvested so far today. So these are spaghetti squashes. These came out of the compost pile, and I'm glad I found them because my spaghetti squash plant didn't do very well. This looks like it got cross-pollinated with a patty pan squash based on those ridges and a spaghetti squash. And I have not cut into these. This one did it too. But I have a couple more in the house, so it's going to be interesting when I cut into them to find out if it's more patty pan or if it's more spaghetti squash. But I did find a zucchini, an acorn squash, and a patty pan. See, patty pan. I'm pretty sure these are my dragon egg cucumbers, mainly because they didn't turn yellow like my lemon cucumbers should have, but it is what it is. I do have some slicers going crazy on this, and I think these are Dr. Wychees. So hopefully they ripen up. If not, what's going to happen is I'm going to cut these down the night before the frost, hang them upside down in the greenhouse, and hope they make it. Oh, look. Brad's Atomic Grape. See how pretty it is? Ooh. Focus. Well, it doesn't want to focus. There. These are my chocolate cherries. But you can see what happened. This thing got totally overgrown, did not keep up with it. There are a ton of tomatoes on it. Ton. These are all going to get hung upside down when the day comes and put in the greenhouse. Here's some more. So the sun is what turns them blue or purple, the anthocyanins. So the ones that are like underneath, they aren't going to turn blue unless they get in the sun. Look at all these tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes are usually the fastest to start, so you can start like cherry tomato salsa. But this year everything's just been kind of wonky. And then I do have some eggplants. I've been harvesting my eggplants. For example, there's one. That one's not ready yet. I have one back here that I know is ready. There's some green. I did get one Rosa Bianca. I really think that this end of the garden did not get enough water. And you can tell by how small that eggplant is. So, yeah. And then there's another spaghetti squash down there. Oh, we have an okra. Check it out. There's the flowers for the okra. Aren't they pretty? And it looks like I have a squash back in there. Yeah, I can't even walk through here. Not very easily anyways. Alright. Here's the other side of the jungle. There's 3 feet between or 2 feet between these boxes. And yeah, I'm out here in pants. I'm going to be taking my clothes off before I go in the house because we have powdery mildew. And I don't know how, considering there's no moisture in here. It doesn't rain in here. But apparently, because of all the smoke and ash coming over from California, it's caused a few problems, including powdery mildew. If you don't know what powdery mildew is, it's a fungus. Oh, hey, check that out. Surprise! Oh, good 10, 11 inches. There's that eggplant I wanted to show you guys. Cut that out here in a minute. But yeah, here's the chaos. Look how many tomato plants have fallen over. Usually they're tied up to that fence. They have not, so they're all falling over. At this point, it's whatever makes it, makes it. I hate being like that, but it's the end of the season. We're gonna be freezing soon. I don't have the time or the energy. I got a lot going on. Raising a human is time consuming. So, yeah. So let me get to the other side and I'll show you what's going on over there. This is why I come in from the other side. There's supposed to be a walkway there. I did just cut a few of the fruit off of this one because it was all right here. I have tomatillos here. Like this is a weed tomatillo plant. I haven't seen a single tomatillo on it. So it was a volunteer. I don't know if the squash plants are just putting too much stress on it, but I don't see any tomatillos at all. Oh, there's another squash down there. Probably can't see it. There might be one in there. I gotta move leaves. Look at all the squash bugs. Oh, those things are the worst. That could also be why some of my plants are dying. But yeah, there's the other side. There's that powdery mildew. So yeah, I'll be walking in my house naked with construction workers behind the house working on other proper houses. So, there's what's going on. I'm gonna let the beans dry out, shell them, make dry beans. I hope they're all eligible for that. I don't know if they are. I don't know if some you're supposed to eat fresh, but I mean, I'll find out. So, thank you for spending your time with me. Sorry I'm not on here. I'm out here in my pajamas and a fro. Because I didn't have time. The baby just went down for a nap. And this is how it is. So, I will see you on the next one. Whether or not it's a garden tour or something else, I don't know. But I'll be back. So, have a good one. See you on the next one. Hey guys. I forgot to tell you a couple things. First, I want to show you what I harvested before I go back in the house. I'm calling it for today. Did find my other eggplant. I did lose one the other day. I dropped this basket. This basket, when the handle starts to flex, the prongs pop out, and I dropped a white and purple one and could not find it anywhere. This one I found way below. I hope it's still good. And this thing. So this is a weed. It's beautiful. It's super soft. This is the softest leaves of any leaf I've ever felt in my life. And I was like, ooh, it's got pretty orange flowers. Let's see what they look like. But I'm pretty sure that is a seed pod. And I'm pretty sure it's an angry weed seed pod. So I'm gonna pull this today. But in case you're wondering what the hell is growing there, that's what it is. It's technically a weed. Somebody told me it was called like toilet paper plant or toilet paper leaves or whatever. They really are soft enough for that, but yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. Those look like seed pods. So anyways, yeah, I'll figure out where to put this in the video later, and have a good one.